gracias.
Macadon Philly, Sugar Hill Finest. Now what they gon' do? Yo, I could've gone to Yale, but I chose the scales. The homie chose the wholesale, a whole white whale. Jose gave me the yay to build Rome in a day. Sent the shooters to hit Brutus before he make his play. I done promised Carl Thomas I put him on a Sade. They'll probably marry Mary, have her sing to me. Life is a G, I get the crib sweep twice a week. I tried a 9 to 5, but it just wasn't right for me. Slave to the block, can't go to the grave with the guap. So I stays with the Glock, cause the hating just ain't gon' stop. Got a deep tail for the dirt under each nail. Champagne wishes for all my niggas that beat jail. For sure to blow off the float or the coke in the kitchen. We gon' gleam and see the team dreams go to fruition. We doing it now, the few and the proud. I went from moving them pounds to moving the crowd. It's me Harlem born, the stars are born, the legends are made, the stars are worn, the weapons are sprayed. Doggy, these are the streets where Mecca was made. You need to know you can't evade the flame. If I ain't leaning in the Bonnie, I'm probably cleaning the Tommy in the Maggie Waggy with crime. Screaming at the mommies, 3-eye wise guy, superior focus. Notice the cats in the back with ulterior motives. My game is mental, my name is a credential. Do us both a favor, don't let my success stress you. I become elusive, cause the media's intrusive. Everybody from Source to Billboard want exclusive. Look here, I'm like a father figure to these Harlem niggas, and you beat me, just not part of the picture. Doggy, they call me sun shower / gunpowder. I'm all things that represent the power of the dollar. Stepped it up from the corner store war. Now nigga draw 100,000 crowds of tours. Come on, tell them the Harlemites started the fight. Tell them it's gonna be a problem tonight, aight? Yeah, Harlem born, the stars are born, the legends are made, the stars are worn, the weapons are sprayed. Doggy, these are the streets where Mecca was made. You need to know you can't evade the flame. I can show you how to make the dough procreate. Squeeze, blast you easy, pass you through the golden gates. Cause the name getting bigger, these lames getting sicker. The chains getting thicker, man, the game getting slicker. Call took the ball, set up the jukes for your cross. How you standing there, hands in the air, looking lost. Act up and get the black glove, high caliber back rub. 100 gap, thunderclapping back at the club. Hey, it's Machiavelli Dawn, I put the killers on. We form the storm in the midst of the calm. Come on, my niggas is armed, these bitches is charmed. It's glistening sickness on my wrist is cause for alarm. Attack from the rear, double tapping back of the ear. Too bad to clap, the last thing you get to hear. Cause sun in the eyes all got the gun on the tripod. When the guns where we get into the sunset right on. Harlem born, the stars are born, the legends are made, the stars are worn, the weapons are sprayed. Doggy, these are the streets where Mecca was made. You need to know you can't evade the flame. Sick of talking. It's Machiavelli's version. House rules on the tweakers. This is not a test. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the villain's version. A world beyond sight and sound. You probably would have had to walk the yard to understand half of what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm talking about. Walk through my world for a minute. And let us salute the generals from east to west. Salute to the soldiers in cages, holding it down. Salute to the lifers.
When you begin to look at this way our government operates, and the words that are used, and the symbols, you begin to see that the most powerful law in the world, and let me explain to you this. There are two basic kinds of law on the earth. One is called civil law. It goes back to a Latin word civili. The Ilias were, in the ancient world, the gods. Civili means the people of God. So we have something called civil law. Civil law is the law of the land. But in every country, the land is different. So that you can do things in America you can't do in Russia. You can do things in China you can't do in Africa. Because the civil law is based on the culture of the people who live on the land. But there's a far, far more powerful law that the kings and the powerful men of this planet live by. And it has nothing to do with civil law. It's called the law of water. Because on the earth there's only two things, land and water. There's 3 times more water than there is earth, so the law of water is 3 times more powerful than the law of civil law. It's called the law of the high seas, the law of water. This is why the Vatican is called the Holy See. The sea is considered holy. by the masters of this planet, the waters of the earth. And consequently, based on that idea that the law of the sea is the most powerful law on the earth, it's referred to as banking law. The law of money is the law of the sea, the cash flow. And once you understand that you can get a credit card in China and use it in Africa, you can open up a bank account in New Zealand and use it in Alaska. Why? Because it's banking. And now you're talking money. And consequently, money is run around the world in one operation. Banking is one thing. Once you understand that the law of the land is the people's law of their culture, but the law of money is called the law of water. This is why, incidentally, the Statue of Liberty could not be put on American land. It was put in the harbor, because the Statue of Liberty is a maritime admiralty symbol. It's called the Statue of Liberty, not the Statue of Freedom. There's a world of difference between freedom and liberty. Liberty means you ask your father if you can use the car. If he says no, you don't use it. Liberty is what a sailor gets when he pulls into harbor. He asks the captain if he can leave. If the captain says yes, and he most likely is not going to, but if he says yes, that means you have the liberty. You pull liberty. You don't have freedom. America is not the land of the free and the home of the brave. We're not free or brave. We're ill-informed, entertained, and totally ignorant to the powers that be on this earth and how it works. Let me give you an example of how the law of water works. When you go into a court, why do you have to go to court? You play tennis and basketball on a court. The whole idea in a court is to put the ball back in the other guy's court. So consequently, this team stands up and throws the ball at that team, and that team stands up and throws the ball back over there, and the judge sits here, and that's what he is, a judge. He's the referee. He doesn't care who wins or loses. Somebody's going to pay. And he's going to get paid, so he doesn't care who wins or loses. He's only there to make sure that the game is played correctly. It's called commerce, because the whole world is commerce. Look up the word commerce in a law dictionary. It'll tell you sexual intercourse. Marriage is a partner. Partner is a term that's used in business. And consequently, if your business with your partner doesn't work out, you're not going to God, you're going to court. Bring your check and your house and all your property with you, because it's just business, nothing personal. You need to understand there's a world of difference between the United States and America as a country. The United States is a privately owned corporation. It's a privately owned company. The corporation headquarters is in Washington, D.C. You also need to understand that Maryland is Mary Land, and that Virginia gives us our word virgin or vagina. Virginia, virgin, Mary Land. The two together is a center of power, Virgin Mary. Virginia, Mary Land. What does this have to do with anything? Well, that's the center of power in America under the Virgin Mary. Once you begin to look at the Vatican, now it's going to get serious. We live under the Vatican in this country. The Vatican system, of course, is based on the ancient Roman system. And in Rome, the seat of power for Caesar was called Capitol Hill. Capital is a Latin word for money. You either have the capital or you don't. And consequently, in the Capitol Hill, Caesar would meet with the Senate. That's what we have, a Senate. The symbols of the ancient Roman Senate were two fasces, cross, the crossing of the fasces. That's the symbol of the United States Senate. When you see the President of the United States standing and speaking to an audience, look on both sides of the podium. Look at the symbols. For many will look with their eyes, but not see, and will listen with their ears, but not hear, and with the heart not get the sense of it. You need to open your eyes and look at the symbols on both sides of the podium, which is about an 8 or 9 foot high fascia. A bundle of sticks with a hatchet head, the symbol of royal power in Rome. Our system is under Rome. It doesn't matter what you think of the Roman Catholic Church. It doesn't matter what you think of the religion of the Roman Catholic Church. All you need to know is your country is dominated by the Pope, period.